Like, if we really think of it, Dexter could have near cured cancer at this point. Found the cure for AIDS. But he does things like aging himself up in an episode to hook up with his babysitter. This is a real thing that happened in one of the episodes.
Oh, he did do this. That got acne. Oh, God. If I was Dexter and I knew this is how I would look when I got older, I'm finding a way to keep myself a kid forever. Alright, man, look. We back with another TommyNFG upload. This is Fraudulent Characters. Let's check it out. Let's see.
Whether it's someone that's been building up hype for the people watching, only to get folded in a nanosecond of their appearance, or just a person that's never about it and can't finish a job. This category of characters is known as fraudulent characters. Typically, people talk about anime characters being fraud specifically, but man, there sure is a lot of characters outside of anime that can hold the fraud status, so let's run through it. The first character I'm starting with, and I know this might be controversial, but Batman. Batman being one of the most—
Wait a minute. What do you mean Batman? Okay, explain. Now. Like, not now, but right now. Explain.
Iconic superheroes to ever exist has one major flaw. He doesn't kill. I've always wondered why Gotham has been ran through with the—
Listen, here's my thing. I think all these niggas is lying. For any of the superheroes that say they don't kill, you're a fucking liar. You're a liar. All of these niggas kill. Y'all niggas be killing. Y'all say, oh, we don't kill. We restrain or that. Shut up. Shut up.
The worst of the worst villains to ever exist. But the answer is the most obvious thing ever. If I'm a villain in the Batman universe in another city and my other villain friend messages me like, psst, hey, so we know the hero's killing this city, and you're probably gonna die doing a crime here. But if I told you about this little city called Gotham, I'd be running my ass there to commit crime like no tomorrow. The worst comes to worst, I see a POV of this man like this, then proceed to get the daylights beat the f out of me. But hey, at least I'll still be alive and be up on my feet to commit some crimes in no time. And I know, I can already hear some people saying it. Well, Tommy, he doesn't kill because he has a strict moral code and doesn't want to stoop to the low level of the villains.
Fuck that.
Which I don't really understand at all. Because if anything, he's making more innocent people die for no reason by these villains' hands, rather than just murking the villains, which is like 10 people. And by the way, Gotham has 10 million people. So that's killing 10 villainous people for 10 million other lives. And how much more evil acts is it gonna take to happen in Gotham before it realizes that this shit ain't gonna work out? Like, buddy, you've been doing this whole peace thing since 1939. That's—
Damn, that is 85. Damn.
85 years. How many more hospitals does the Joker have to blow up?
This nigga really blew up a whole hospital. You know, part of this part was improvised. But for 85 years, you telling me you ain't killed not one person. You been beating the living shit out of all of them. But you ain't take not one life. Go spew that bullshit somebody. Go preach that shit somewhere else. Alright, I see the way you be knocking niggas' heads into fucking freezers. That nigga got brain damage. He's not coming back from that.
How many more deadly riddles does the Riddler have to play on innocent civilians? And how many more villainous actions does the Penguin have to do? Wait, come to think of it, I have zero clue what the Penguin does. What the f does this do again? He probably robs every McDonald's he's come cross by. All I know is that he's up to no good. Like, at this point, you should know that the Joker is definitely not going to change anytime soon. Apparently, the Joker's first appearance in the DC Comics is in 1940. And for a little reference, this man has been Batman's arch nemesis 24 years before segregation ended, 5 years before the man with the mustache ended his life, and yet you still have to take his life. Apparently, from what I've researched online, there is some comic versions where he does kill, but even in those, he's only killed the Joker twice. And to be honest, comics are kind of confusing. There'd be like a million different alternative timelines that aren't even in the same universe. Like, why the f is the Joker pregnant in one of the comics?
Wait,
oh lord, this is why—
What the fuck?
Universe. Like, why the f is the Joker pregnant?
I think you're pregnant. Do we have a good OBGYN we use?
comics. Oh lord. This is why I'm kawaii and I stick to the superior comics. But if it was me personally, I'm killing the Joker and swooping in on Harley Quinn because... Yeah, scratch that actually. Don't kill all the villains in Gotham. I need Harley Quinn. And Poison Ivy. And Catwoman. Okay, I'm gonna...
Alright, yeah. Harley Quinn, hit or miss. She played by Margot Robbie. Yeah, Margot Robbie. Was she played by her? Need that type shit. But Poison Ivy and Catwoman? Baby girl. Where have you been all my life? Man, listen. Give me that. Give me that. You see talking like what I give me that. I need that. I need that. I need that.
I'm getting lost. The point is, it's a win-win. The next character we got is the character from Fortnite, Invincible. Before I even get into this one,
the character from Fortnite is crazy. Crazy disrespect. Why? Why'd you do it?
I can already hear it. But Tommy, in the comics, man, I swear, he's a different breed. Like, you just got... Well, I'm illiterate and at a 3rd grade reading level. I'm going off everything I've seen in the show, okay? It's funny how Mark Grayson is supposed to be the main character of Invincible. And typically for a main character of a superhero show, you expect them to be going crazy and folding niggas at least a couple of times. But Mark is the absolute punching bag of the show. I could only name a couple of times where I saw this man actually put it in work. Every other time, he's getting folded by miscellaneous characters in the show. Like the time when the school bully started to pummel the shit out of him. I understand he got a hold back to keep his identity secret and all, but it don't mean you gotta get folded by this future domestic abuser. Or the time when he was getting folded by this half-human, half-hybrid thing. Just look at this frame right here. If another man has his whole palm covering your head, you can consider that you lost the fight. This is more embarrassing than getting pantsed in front of the hose. In another fight, he gets folded by this type...
Is it though? Is it more embarrassing? I ain't gonna lie. If you ain't on full, like, you know what I'm saying? Full stiffers, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the geysers out there. Getting pants in front of the hose is crazy.
Dude. And he gets disrespected so badly, the guy opens his mouth and licks the blood off his mouth after beating him up. Kinda looks like he's getting off to it. This whole scene feels weird. And of course we can't forget about, well, you know how this story goes.
Oh yeah, he got
I think this clip sums up how that story went.
You should have died at birth.
The next character we got is Greg Heffley. Now, I know this might seem like a little bit of an odd choice, but hear me out for a second. In the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books and movies, Greg Heffley's portrayed as the all-time GOAT. We read the books from his perspective,
Yo, I ain't
so a
gonna
lot
lie.
of time...
Facts. I want to see where he's taking this, but this is valid, bro. That nigga was actually a terrible friend.
We tend to feel bad for him when something happens. But in all reality, Greg Heffley is the biggest loser in his entire town. Like, first off, why are you writing an entire diary book from your perspective that makes you have no faults? Which is why nowadays everyone realizes that the whole time he was just a sociopath. Was there ever a time you saw Greg Heffley doing a good thing just because? Hell nah, this man is no different than the greedy business people in the Fortune 500s. Like, Greg will swear he's one of the cool and
when he broke
homies,
yeah, he broke his arm in front of the hoes
at school all the time, only to get shoved in lockers and be given wet willies by the bullies. It's like that one kid in high school who hovers around all the popular kids because he's considered like a third party to them. Where's my invite type of person. That's Greg Heffley. And we could also include a where's my hug app because Greg Heffley is one of the biggest Simpson fiction. Man spent a whole summer with Holly Hills just to never get anywhere. This man would be having daydreams about how their future life would be and their future kids. Like, this is just a different level of the friend zone, man. I don't even know what advice I'd give my friend if he's in this type of friend zone. And don't get me started on how he treats my man's Rowley. Honestly, Rowley should have been the main character of the story because he was really him. While Greg was struggling to pull, Rowley had hosed by the line. And I'll never forget when this man Greg broke Rowley's arm by throwing a football at a tricycle. Notice that the arm cast was getting Rowley hella attention at school. So then he tried to pull up with a fake cast to the school just to get attention from people.
Crazy.
Greg is one of the worst friends of all time. The fact that Rowley even sticks with this man still is shocking. Like, there's a scene in the book where he imagines Rowley as his dog in the future. Have you ever thought of one of your...
I didn't even know that. Damn. Nah, he's actually terrible. He's actually terrible. He's like literally that he might... This is one of like the worst people ever.
friends as a dog ever. If you have, you need some serious therapy help. The whole Diary of a Wimpy Kid book series is really Greg gaslighting himself into being the hero.
Alright, now I know what we talking about, but what the fuck did I just watch? What did I just...
Whole Diary of a Wimpy Kid book series is really Greg gaslighting.
Why did they put a turban? Hey, do you know 44% of y'all aren't subscribed? Go ahead and hit that button. And also go check out my gaming channel where I upload things like Spider-Man gameplay, Fortnite, Modern Warfare, older games, newer games, anything I can get my hands on, I'll play it. Go check it out. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, man.
The next character we got is Dexter.
Wait a minute, dude. Hold on.
From Dexter's Laboratory. This little half-British, half-French accent kid always...
Hey, that is a great question. Why do all, like, you know, he's only he's actually like a toddler or something, or like 5, or he's young as hell. Just like Dexter, just like Stewie. Where the fuck are they getting these British accents? Why are the babies British when they're fucking born? I cannot fucking understand that.
Used to get on my nerves. The reason why I call Dexter a fraud is because this man is supposed to be the world's greatest inventor, has an IQ of 140, but not a single one of this man's plans ever work out in the show. How do you have a whole underground laboratory hidden from your parents and the public, yet nothing useful ever comes from it? Like, if we really think of it, Dexter could have damn near cured cancer at this point, found the cure for AIDS, but he does things like aging himself up in an episode to hook up with his babysitter. This is a real thing that happened in one of the episodes.
Oh, he did do this. That nigga got acne. Oh God. If I was Dexter and I knew this is how I would look when I got older, I'm finding a way to keep myself a kid forever, or to bypass this stage, because this skull. Okay.
Episodes. Never forget, even horniness gets to the smartest of smart men. And don't get me started on Dee Dee's ass like Dexter. Why have you not handled her at this point? She be prancing and dancing into the lab like it's nothing. With his smarts, he could build a whole military security system to keep that out because she ruins everything. But he don't got the wits or something to tell her to get the out. And the last character we got is Tom from Tom and Jerry. One of the most iconic duos to ever exist in fiction.
Alright, like, for real, just be a fucking cat, bro. Be a cat and do your cat due diligence and just fucking get the fucking rat, dude. Get the mouse, get the rat, get whatever the fuck he's considered. Just get the nigga.
But we gotta be honest with ourselves here for a second. This man, Tom, is a fraud. Tom and Jerry came out in 1940, which is kind of funny considering it's the same time the Joker released and their two iconic rivalries. And yet has Tom been able to catch Jerry? Unlike Batman 2, there isn't multiple universes for Tom and Jerry where he's actually managed to catch Jerry. No, this man has legit never caught Jerry in some kind of kerfuffle they got into. And for the amount of times Jerry has done Tom dirty, I would have been packed him out. Jerry has done evil things like stick needles up Tom's ass. I wish this was a joke too. You stick anything up my ass, my nigga, consider yourself dead. Stuck mouse traps on his fingers, hit his whole foot with a hammer, baked him alive? I'll be wondering, what did Tom do to deserve some of these punishments? Jerry might just be a psychopath. If he was a human, he would probably be a serial killer.
You know, if Jerry is a psychopath, Tom is insane. You know? What's the definition of insanity, chat? Doing something over and over again, expecting a different result. So this nigga Tom, for years, just kept thinking he can fucking catch this nigga. And every time, this nigga is turning you into a pack. This is fun for him. You're not that guy.
The closest Jerry got to dying in the show was the one episode where him and Tom ended themselves. I still don't know how this episode passed to be aired. Like, this was f***ing insane. But even then, Tom was taking himself out too, so it really doesn't count. It's even worse that Tom is a cat because cats are known to be Mouse's #1 predator. Like, I could talk from personal experience, okay? My own cat will leave the house in the morning like it's a 9 to 5, then come back 8 hours later with a dead mouse in her mouth. It sounds f***ed up, and it kind of is, but cats are natural hunters, so they just do that. Yeah, with all the widget gadgets Tom uses for Jerry, he's yet to catch him. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up, really. I could do more, but I want to save it for a potential part 2 in the future, so let me know who I should potentially add to the next one. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually, and until next time, I'm out.
WVid. It's very valid. Very valid. Very valid. Makes sense. Some of them I was on the fence about when you first said it, but had very valid points. Very valid points.